Hi, this is Leslie with Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and today I'm making another cookie in my Christmas in July series. I've been on a total Christmas in July cookie decorating kick lately, and I got the inspiration for these cookies from Treasure Box Designs. She makes scrapbooking paper piecing kits, and I fell in love with these, and so I bought the pattern and I created cookie cutters for them. And I'm starting out by just outlining all of the snow part of this snowman with white royal icing in about a 15-second consistency. I did modify the design a little bit for summer, but if you need cookie inspiration, you should definitely check out Treasure Box Designs. And if you do scrapbooking, I would definitely recommend you go there as well. She's just got the most adorable designs on her website. Anyway, back to the cookies. So I flooded in the face, and I'm just going to use my scribe to get the royal icing out to the edges. I also piped in a ball at the front part of the hand, and I'm going to overpipe that later. And then I'm moving on to the right leg. I'm going to get close to that line at the top of his foot, but not touch it, and then I'll drag my icing over with the scribe to just barely touch that line because I don't want to cover it. I want the crease in the icing to be visible when the icing dries. And as you've noticed, I haven't piped any of the white that touches the other sections because I want there to be definition between the sections, and I don't want them to blend together and just be one solid white flooded cookie. So I'm going to let those areas I've already done dry while I move on to the pink, and I will use my scribe to get the icing out to the edges so that my icing does not overflow. And once my pink icing is completely smoothed out, I'm going to take my white icing again and make dots in the pink icing. I'm going to do that immediately before the pink icing has a chance to set up or crust over because I want it to have a wet on wet effect where it will blend in as one solid surface with no definition or raised areas where the white dots are. My white icing has had a chance to set up or crust over, so I'm going to start piping in the other leg and the bottom part of his little tummy, and I will again use my scribe to get the icing out to the edges and up close to that line where his foot is, but not going over that line. And now I'm going to take my brown icing and just pipe in where the ice cream cone is going to go. I will overpipe that again later. And I'm also going to put a little squiggle of icing for his hat brim. And then I'm going to overpipe that because I don't want it to have craters. So I'm going to make sure that this is a really full area. And then I'm going to put a ball of icing down for the green and for the pink scoop of ice cream. I'm kind of going for a mint chocolate chip look here, and then also maybe a bubblegum flavor on top of that. My green icing is a little stiffer, so I'm going to have to work with it with my scribe a little bit. But I'm just going to leave the ball of pink there without smoothing it out to the edges because I'm going to overpipe that again later. And now I'm going to pipe in some little blue shorts. And once again, use my scribe to get the icing out to the edges. Now keep in mind that my white icing has crusted over before I started piping the shorts. And unfortunately, I had a little camera malfunction and I did not get on video where I overpiped the pink ice cream ball, but basically I just covered that completely. So it's super puffy, and now I'm going to just give a little bit of a edge to it, a little stripe at the bottom for both the green and the pink royal icing on the cones. And I'm going to let that set up just a little bit before I go back and add some texture. I also did not get the piping of the nose and the eyes on the video, but just take some orange icing and make a ball and then drag it out to make a point for the nose. So I let my snowman dry overnight, and now I'm going back and adding in the texture. So I've just put a line of icing on his hat brim, and I'm just dabbing up and down with a slightly dampened paintbrush to give it that little fur-like look on his hat. And then I'll grab my blue icing and outline his shorts. And now I'm going to add the texture to the ice cream cone. So I put a line of icing on the pink, and I'm just using the same up and down motion with my dampened paintbrush to add some texture to the bottom of the ice cream scoops. And I'm going to do the same thing with the ball at the bottom of his hat. And I had never finished piping in his hand because I wanted the ice cream scoops to be completely done. So now I'm going to go ahead and fill in his hand, and I let that dry completely before I decided to go in and give him some rosy cheeks. I am using food grade glycerin mixed with some sugar dust from the Sugar Art, to make his cheeks. I'm using the glycerin with it because I want a little bit more control over where the color goes and how much color I put on. And by using the food grade glycerin, it allows me to put it on, erase it, add more, and until I get it the way I like it. And I decided to go ahead and add some definition of the lines between the legs and some other areas just so that it's a little bit easier to see because of all of the white for the snowman. And so I'm just using some food grade glycerin and some black edible paint and taking my paintbrush along the creases and outlining the cookie. And this little adorable summer snowman is done. I think they came out so cute. I'm really enjoying this Christmas in July. Stay tuned to see my other summer snowman designs. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. I have new cookie tutorials every single day. And don't forget to check out Treasure Box Designs if you like scrapbooking or need inspiration. Bye.